Welcome back to Tran Plays Omni Link. We're back. It's the next day. Let's engage the blinders. I don't know what else they're called, at the top and the bottom. So I think we had just arrived in this area. Now, that's this ship right here. Unfortunately, I think maybe some sort of a HUD icon. I know it's in the development, so I'm just throwing it out to indicate who you're talking. In this case, it's Diva. Perhaps also locate the character on the corresponding player view. So right now I'm coming in from the left. When I played this the first time, I was coming in from the right. I didn't really know who I was talking to because there was a swarm of ships here, actually. There was a bunch of red ships around this fighter right here. Then I figured I was talking to the gray ship because the gray ship was standing still, and that's no big deal. But I think I'd make things a little clearer, and you generally want to avoid muddling things up. Anyways, Diva says, "I could use your help, sir. What can I do for you?" "Surrender your ship and come with me to Zaus." "You must be desperate for money. I'm not worth that much." "I'd rather not destroy you." Now, I know I could summon the other ship, but I'm not going to because it doesn't heal automatically, so...
The ship dropped an energy orb. When you destroy ships, they have a chance to drop an energy orb. I can then absorb the ship like I did Bumble. The chances of a ship dropping an orb is slim.
We gotta remember that, well, hopefully it's at least somewhat consistent. Since I'm voicing every character, it's not going to be perfect. If I was voicing like one or two characters, it'd be one thing. Okay, so now I can summon this, but again, it does not regenerate, so I only use it when I really need to. Or to get something cheap. There's also one problem by summoning these things. The separator, when summoned, if you're controlling it, no problem. You can then summon some drones on your own, which will then fly around and shoot things. If you summon the AI to take care of it, she'll automatically summon drones. Problem with that is that these drones are not very careful. The AI is not very careful about its shots. And if your shots touch a neutral person, that person immediately go hostile. I'd rather not murder the entire galaxy. Deadlock Haven, gathering place of the lawless and law-abiding. Deadlock is neutral ground, but just outside the doors, it's anyone's game. It's a great place to find work if you find yourself with nothing. Don't let the appearance of the Spacer 3000 fool you. This ship has shields that will handle any nasty nebula. You can get it at the extremely low cost of 50 credits. Options to buy ships only appear if you have the money or goods necessary to purchase. Now, I can buy more than one of these, but the AI cannot pilot more than one. And if I remember right, you can't pilot one and have the AI pilot one. It's just one of each ship, essentially. This facility is heavily protected. You can't get through with your scanners. Good to see you, Captain. How may I be of service? I feel like that should be at the top or something. As Keb and Don entered the facility, they noticed they were alone. The station walls are metallic and bulky. Keb looked at Dawn intently. There she was, standing in a seemingly physical form. Up until now, he had only seen her face. She looked human, but cybernetic. And why did she have to look so dang beautiful? Her golden hair shined brilliantly, and her demeanor was solemn yet bright. Keb became instantly aware about his appearance. One section of his hair was standing up. He normally appreciated his signature cowlick, but now, Keb just wanted his hair to behave. Still, Keb knew he was at least somewhat attractive, but his confidence waned in Dawn's stunning presence. He realized he'd been staring, but he didn't know what to say. "Say something," he told himself. Yeah. So when you first said you were going to come with me to the station, I wondered how that would be possible.
Holographic matrix allows me to travel beyond the confines of my ship. I can interact with objects just like you.
You can touch objects? Does that mean I'd be able to touch you too?
I am able to process that simple interaction, but my experience is limited because of vulnerabilities to my matrix.
What does that mean exactly?
Should someone wish me harm, I may allow energy or physical projectiles to pass through me. I also cannot taste, smell, or feel.
If I were to touch your hand, you would see it, but not feel it? Would I be able to tell you're not human?
I do not know what it means to be human, so I can't answer that question.
I never thought of it that way.
We will have to talk later. I detected the presence of another humanoid.
Steps echoed down the halls, and a figure appeared into view. He spoke aloud, not even considering who was in the room. It was good of you to come quickly. Now we can begin the true phase of your mission. Hey! I totally thought you were a girl because of your covert communication method. I never would have guessed. And, of course, the silhouette was obviously a girl, so that player knowledge right there. And no, don't think it's like a trick, because, yeah, it's totally not this guy. I'm not saying that because I played the game, but I'm just listen to the conversation. It should raise alarms for you. Like, you should see that, feel that this whole thing is fishy. The man finally noticed Keb in the room. Girl? What are you talking about? Who is this man? He looked directly at Dawn. He didn't have trouble recognizing her.
There is no threat. He is trustworthy.
His presence caught me off guard, but if I may ask, why is he here?
He is linked to my ship because of injuries. If that link is severed, he may die.
But how did he get here in the first place? Perhaps the station will provide medical care. You see, as your creator, I'm really in need of your assistance.
I have no knowledge of you.
It's at this point like you should be like, bzz, bzz, alert, alert. Now I know he says this, but that's still the whole thing. At that point, it opens the door for you to start thinking, hey, this is not right. That is because your memory files were corrupted. If you do not believe me, scan my biology. You'll see that I am of your kind. That doesn't prove anything.
Scanning. Scan complete. It is as you say. You are of my people. It is an honor to meet you. I have many questions.
Perhaps we can talk alone. Millions of lives depend on our mission. Can you send him away?
I am sorry, Creator, but he is needed by my side so that I may maintain his medication.
Interesting that you would say that. This is unexpected. I require use of the ship. I apologize for this predicament. You might as well hire me, since I'm out of a job. The man turned towards Keb. He was not amused by the interruption, but friendly enough to let it pass. I quit Zaus recently. It just wasn't working out. Interesting that you work for Zaus. The motives of that organization bother me. I can't tell if they are fighting the virus or helping it. Although I've had some problems with management, I can assure you their motives are pure. Zaus attacked the virus on many occasions, though we learned little about the threat. Any ship Zaus sent to fight the virus has never returned. Thus adding flames to the fire. What? No matter. What is your plan? Just tell me what I can do to help. Right to the point then. I like that. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Dannon, the Yogurt. The nebula in this sector is highly potent and damaging to virus ships. I wish to study the potential use of this nebula as a weapon. Take this device and deploy it on planet Theos, located in the nebula at coordinates 14445-4000. Getting to the plant will be difficult. The nebula will destroy your ship. Use your vessel and acquire a ship capable of navigating the nebula. Once that is completed, return to me with the device. Sounds simple enough. I go by Firehawk, by the way. I'm not a man that doesn't reward faithfulness, Firehawk. I promise you something incredibly rare should you find success. I'm sure you have lots of questions about me, the virus, and X-Type D8. I will answer some of these questions when you return. After I complete my mission, I can beam down to the station. So that my alternate fire or right mouse button activates the shield, which allows me to use this bar to shield myself from incoming damage, including nebula.
There is a dangerous nebula in this sector. Our ships will be destroyed if we touch it. Be careful of warping into dangerous areas and recall summon ships that will be destroyed. Find a ship with abilities that will allow us to pass through the nebula. For example, at Deadlock Station, you can buy a ship with shields that are immune to this type of damage. There are other puzzles in the game that you must figure out yourself to access new areas.
It also has a spinnable turret, which is cool. Oh, I forget that I have to hold down forward. Yeah, I don't like that. After a while, your finger will start to hurt. Because I remember I played Space Pirates and Zombies, and there was like a lot of holding down the forward button. It was really annoying.
It looks like all that is left to do is deploy the device on the planet. Something is happening.
I haven't done anything yet, but you sound like you are in pain.
I am Omni linked to the station where we found Bumble, but now it's gone. The station was completely destroyed by virus ships. They acted so quickly, I wasn't able to collect any data. Feels like a part of me is missing.
To connect to technology in such a way that it's a part of you. Can't imagine what it must feel like to lose that connection.
Why do you do that? Why do you talk to me like I have feelings? I'm not alive, I'm F-type D8, and your words of comfort are irrelevant.
Is this the mission you wouldn't tell me of earlier? To find Dannon, your creator?
My memory is not clear on the matter, so no, it may not be. Missing memories. There must be a reason for that. Dannon may be able to restore my missing memories and repair my systems.
I don't know if I trust him.
Why is that?
I just have a gut feeling. Navigate over the planet to plant the device. I'm assuming that's not him talking, but I did say I'm going to read their lines as if it was them. So at this point I'm going to probably eat up a little bit of damage if that ship turns around as soon as I release dialogue. I think, yeah, I did plant it. Okay, I was waiting for some sort of dialogue.
We are getting a call from Dannon on a secure frequency.
Put him on.
I can't believe this. What do you think you're doing?
I don't think you need to hide your voice and face anymore. Why all the cloak and dagger?
Who in a black hole are you?
We gotta stop answering each other's questions with a question. Whoa, I did not expect that. You look exactly like your silhouette.
D8, come in, D8. Hi, I'm here. Explain what is going on and who this imposter is. I'm sorry, but I do not recognize you. Have we met? Have we met? I fear the worst has happened. My name is Arcadia. I created you. You created me. This concept of lying is somewhat new to me. Since I already found my creator, you are not speaking truthfully.
I don't think we can take your word for it, since we hardly know you. Let's start over. My name is Firehawk. I am the pilot of this here ship. We come in peace. Now it's your turn.
My name is Arcadia, and you are in my ship.
That's just great.
I get it. You're the one who named D8 Don. Why did you do to convince my AI to assume a new identity?
This is all a misunderstanding, Ari. Psh, psh, you don't just name people. We crossed paths and got stuck with each other.
My name is not Ari, it's Arcadia. And there's no need to believe you. I can find out the truth in another way. Verification code 23406 override. Override accepted. Situation report and tell me if this Firehawk is speaking the truth. Functions, 95% system integrity. Corrupted memory fragments. Quantum entanglement core fused. Subject, 78% integrity.
At this point, when they said quantum entanglement core fused, I shouted something like, I bet it's fused with the main character. And that makes him special now. I don't know. It may not be, but I'm just kind of throwing it out there.
Your quantum entanglement core is fused? Fused with what? That information is not available.
Because it would explain like why you suddenly hurt bad.
If you don't even know, I'll have to diagnose the problem in person. It looks like you were telling the truth after all, Fire. Don gave you a 78% integrity rating.
78%? Isn't that an average rating?
I'm shocked as well. At least it's enough to know you were telling the truth. What is your current mission, D8? Mission. Plant Dannon's Nebula Purification Device. Return and retrieve reward.
There was a sudden silence over the comm. When Arcadia spoke again, she seemed out of breath.
That's impossible. There must be some mistake.
Are you okay?
Nothing that I want to talk about, and I'd still like to know what you are doing. Did you know that by purifying this nebula, you put the whole sector in jeopardy?
Dannon said the mission is important and would help build a weapon to defeat the virus. Kev waited for a response. Hello? Harry? Are you there? Oh, I can see that there's mouse cursor issues here too. So let's bring those blinders a little bit further in.
I said my name is not Ari, and don't ever bring up Dannon again. Whether he is the same man or not, I want nothing to do with him.
Yeah, fat chance of that.
I'm going to release the override on D8 now. D8 will help you restore the nebula, and we really need to meet. You'll find me at the Revnos outpost. This time don't screw up our meeting. Communication terminated.
Oh, come on. She's the one who screwed up the meeting. I've got to at least give Firehawk that much. She told us to meet at Deadlock Station, and she didn't. So, someone else intercepted her, or met us first, or whatever, but yeah. If she wanted to meet us, and it was her, you know, she called the meeting, then she needs to take care of it. Hello? Hello? Hello, come in. I think she likes me. Psh, psh. Now what do we do?
Arcadia requested a restoration of the nebula to protect the sector. Dannon wanted us to bring him the device to fight the virus. I'm not sure which action to take. As my pilot, I rely on your judgment. touch the device on the planet.
Throughout the game, there will be choices that will impact the story and gameplay in small and large ways. Like all choices, they cannot be taken back, so choose carefully. We just sucked up a whole nebula into a box. I don't know how I would feel about bringing that on the ship.
My scans indicate that such a device is capable of an explosive force of 10,000 megatons.
Is that big? What damage can that do?
It's enough to destroy a small planet.
Seriously! I don't know how I feel about carrying it on my lap while I'm flying the ship. Are you going to have a problem disobeying your creator?
Yes, but now we met Arcadia, who also claims to be my creator, and we know nothing about Dannon.
I like how you think, Don. Modify that device to release the gas.
I must caution that releasing all that gas might cause a minor explosion.
We'll have to return to Dannon afterwards to explain what happened. I sure hope we are making the right choice. These little drones had flown away from the earlier skirmish. Here we are. I've contacted Dannon. He says he's on his way. Do you want to get a drink later? After blowing up a planet, I think I can use one.
Nobody was on that planet, and you forget, I'm a hologram.
How does a semi-physical hologram form work anyway? Will the drink pass through you? Don't answer that.
You could be a little more serious given the situation.
It's just my way of relieving tension. So...
He's here.
Dannon walked forward in large strides with a big smile on his face. I feel like that's about like the first time I read this, and still this time I read it, it sounds like it's about to do the Baby Get Back song. My two favorite people in the world, how did it go? Well, it didn't. Don't answer that. I've been monitoring the situation the whole time. I'd like for DA to explain.
With apologies, creator, it seems we failed the mission.
Don't call me that. Don't call me creator, call me master. No, I'm kidding.
Yes, master.
Well, if you insist. Not that I already don't know, but tell me exactly what happened.
The device worked properly, but became unstable. The device and planet exploded.
As it should. It was a weapon. A weapon that we now cannot use against the virus threat. Do you know what you have done? Yeah, so at this point I also shouted, or not shouted, I exclaimed, I mentioned, whatever. I said that by doing this I may have protected this place a little longer, but hurt myself in the future as far as actual fighting goes, or making things easier for me down the road. That'd be a good thing, where the game allows you to not exactly profit off of others' misery, but pick darker paths that accomplish the objective. It's not because it's some sort of Paragon Renegade from Mass Effect kind of thing. It's just that in video games, often taking what is supposedly the immoral route only hurts you. And that's the thing, that's the reason why people take those routes, because it's the easy way out.
Yes, master.
You are a being of perfection. I created you to excel, and you come to me with a failure.
Yes, master.
Despite your failure, I've begun to like this situation. I'm going to leave the two of you together for another try. Just like that? Just like that. You're not getting the promised reward, though. Pirates have increased in numbers. No one is safe. It seems because of the situation with the virus, they are taking advantage of the chaos. We can't have pirates stabbing us in the back when we're fighting the virus from the front. The pirate base is well hidden. Finding it has proven to be troublesome. I'm tasking you to find it and destroy it. That seems like a tall order. If you can't handle it, then I won't be in need of your services. But I have full faith in you, my friend. You'll be a hero if you pull this off. I have much work to do on my end. Contact me when the task is complete. Dannon left in a hurry without another word. Dawn was given no chance to ask any questions or make an inquiry into her missing memories.
I wish I could remember more.
I'll stick with you until you get your memories back.
You are very kind.
I say we kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
I take that back. I thought you were kind, but now you want to kill birds?
No, it's just an expression. It means we can solve 2 problems at once with a single action. I happen to be a VIP at Remnant's Outpost, where Arcadia asked us to meet. I say we swing down to the joint, meet with Arcadia, and throw a couple credits around. You might find the location of the pirate base, and who knows, Arcadia may be able to fix your memories if she was telling the truth.
I understand what you're saying, but you have a very odd way of talking.
I'll take that as... apparently that's Dannon now. It's not supposed to be, but... And I know it's totally supposed to be him, but... I said I would just deliberately read the lines given to the character, so I'll take that as a compliment. Let's hit the stars. I mean, it's time to go. Just because it's funnier this way. So Remnant's Outpost is nowhere in this quadrant, or map, or whatever sector. I assume time only passes when you enter a portal, so if I wanted to, now is a good time for me to like mop up some ships in this area. I don't know if ships are limited in quantity, or what. Let's fly around and quickly look for any red triangles. Yeah, there's some. There's some right there. Now I can't abort my comet, so I kind of have to just wait for it to wear out. Oh, it's these drones. Come on. Yeah, get over here. Again, I could summon some AI. I could even pilot the ship with a shield and use this as my AI ally. But I also don't want... Oh, here's a medical thing. I don't know how long they last for. But I don't want them to hurt non-hostile ships. Let me see if I can get more ships around. See, I can't abort that. So I just have to hope that they're coming after me now. That ship just like ran away or something. Whoops. Totally not what I meant to do. I was trying to deactivate that thing so I could click around there. Now, killing enemy ships does provide a small boost to health if they drop a medical thing. Yeah, we're going to recall this. Call this now. I feel like that's an unnecessary step. Just allow us to call it and take out that, skip that step. Call this, support this, deactivate that, and see if I can intercept this group. I hit recall. Why didn't you come back? Great, you hit that guy. I think that was not stupid. I deliberately clicked recall so I wouldn't hit the nearby non-hostile. I just hit that one now. Fine, you all want to die? Bring it. You went straight into my gunfight and then cry foul when a shot hits you. I didn't even get anything out of that, I don't think. So yeah, if I tap E here, you notice my ship sort of stagger. Now let me try releasing W and then tap E. See, that's just completely stationary. Alright, so let's get out of here. I just wanted to kill a few more things. Maybe see if I can get another ship or something. No such fortune. This ship even got damaged a little bit. Something new is happening on the map. What's going on?
The virus threat is being tracked on the star map. Morpher alone is able to track them. The ships will slowly move across the map, and when they touch a star, that area will be destroyed.
Nabulon, where we just came from, is rather close to the enemy.
Your actions in that system will make a difference, such as the way you handle the Nebula mission. It would be wise to visit star systems before they are attacked by the virus. You also have the option to continue to the Remno system and complete the main objective. Remember, if you ever get stuck in a star system with no fuel, you will have to destroy a fuel tanker and acquire some. You can purchase fuel at some stations.
Revnos. Owned by no one, the Revnos system is a popular hub for trading information and a wealthy mining sector. The fight over rare resources has led to many battles, and the Zaus coalition has a large presence in this sector. Alright, so we'll warp here. We'll name this episode Nabulon. It should be about 40-ish minutes. And this next section will be a lot of reading. So if you like the voiceovers or readings, then stay tuned for that one. Thank you very much for watching Tran Plays Omni. I'll see you next time.